सर आय थिंक सगळे दुसऱ्या लिंकच्या जॉईन झाले, दुसऱ्या लिंक जॉईन झाले.
No, no. Please join above link which I have already sent to you, and I have circulated the message regarding the same. Okay, because here power failure. That's why I have sent the another link. But now the power is come over here. So join previous one. Okay. Now I have started the recording also simultaneously. You all should be over here. Okay. Yesterday we have seen different buses and some part of input and output communication of unit number 3. Now this is our lecture number 18, and now we are starting our new topic, that is types of serial communication. Types of serial communication. I hope you are seeing the screen as well as my voice is audible to you. If all these things are clear, anybody from your side, please say yes. Pratiksha, have you heard the voice, my voice? Pratiksha, yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, let's see our today's topic, that is types of serial communication. There are mainly two types in the communication that we know, that parallel and serial communication. Either we transmit data through parallel communication or we transmit data through serial communication, and this data is get transferred, number one, through wired medium, and number two, through wireless medium. Wired medium means different cables are used for the transmission of the data that we have seen yesterday, and in wireless medium, through radio waves, we can transmit the data from one machine to another machine, and for this transmission there are different ports and different cables, and different protocols are designed under the roof of parallel communication and serial communication. And today's agenda is types of serial communication, because serial communication is a popular and famous one, and mostly it is followed by the technocrats while developing their applications. Though we know that in parallel communication there are multiple lines are available for the transmission of the data. If suppose we have to transmit the data of 8 bit, it means what? There are 8 lines present over there. There are 8 lines present over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And through this 8 line at a time, we can transmit 8 bits. 8 bits at one shot. 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1. Right? At one shot. But in serial there is only one line is there, and through this line bits are serially transmitted one after another. Suppose 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1. Here is the device. The bits are transferred by using only one line. By seeing this with this picture, one can easily say, oh sir, parallel is a good technique, right? And parallel techniques may be followed by in the most companies, but no, it is not the criteria. Serial communication is followed by the different companies, by the different researchers, and it is followed in domestic purpose also. Serial communication, it is famous one. Serial communication is famous one. Serial communication is a reliable one as compared to parallel communication, though the parallel communication is fast. if you want to the clear clarification about the parallel and serial communication, where parallel communication ports are used and where serial communication ports are gets used in printer and in scanner. Printer, scanner, these are the sub for our understanding. Here we require the transmission of the data in very fast manner. So in this case, the parallel communication is used. Parallel communication ports with their protocols are used in printer and scanner. Means printer and scanner works on parallel communication. Serial communication, we know that a very famous example that we are going to see later on, USB, Universal Serial Bus. The device which uses the serial communication strategy for the transmission of the data. That is a famous one, USB device is famous one in which serial communication strategy we use. Have you understand? I think these types of examples are sufficient to understand parallel and serial, where the parallel communication occurs and where or which device uses serial communication. Okay, we have started our topic, that is Vaishnavi Vik adjoined types of serial communication. Mainly two types of communication, parallel and serial. We have seen parallel means what, and the devices which use the parallel communication where we require fast. That's why printer and scanner always follows the parallel communication. Now move towards our real agenda, that is serial communication and their types. Serial communication, only one line is used, and with that line the data is get transmitted one after another. Means data is transmitted in the form of binary, that is 1 and 0. That 1 and 0 is transmitted one after another on single line. This type of communication is called as serial communication. Only one line is used over here. Again, serial communication is again divided into two types: asynchronous and synchronous communication. Asynchronous serial communication and synchronous serial communication. What is meant by asynchronous serial communication? Let's understand asynchronous serial communication. In asynchronous serial communication, suppose here is the sender and here is the receiver, and we are sending data. Only one line is there because it is serial communication. We are sending data. If you are able to see all these things, 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. This type of data that we are sending. In asynchronous serial communication, there is no start bit, START, start bit, and stop bit used. There is no start bit and stop bit is used in asynchronous serial communication. Sender sends the data as the data comes to its own device. It sends as it is to the receiver. It does not use start bit and stop bit. Here receiver has to understand all these things related with start bit, stop bit. But start bit means what? One bit is added as a start bit over here to understand some data is coming, and stop bit is added over here to understand the data transmitted from the sender is now stopped. To understand these things, start bit and stop bits are used. But in asynchronous serial communication, there is no such strategy used, start bit and stop bit. The receiver has to understand all these things. Receiver means the machine, that machine where we are sending the data. That receiver machine adjust all the things and adapt its its activity, and it receiver understands from where the data is started and from where it is ended. This is asynchronous serial communication. Then in synchronous serial communication, what happens? Synchronous serial communication. In synchronous serial communication, sender sends the data with start bit and end bit or stop bit. Suppose this is start bit 0. Start bit is always 0, and that 0 represents here the sending of the data is started, right? 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, right? This is the data that we are sending, and at the end of the data there is 1. It means it representing stop bit. Now data is over. This is the end of data. This type of communication is happened in synchronous serial communication. Synchronous serial communication. Synchronous sends the start bit and stop bit, and asynchronous does not send start bit and stop bit. Receiver has to understand and adapt to execute the process by its own. This is asynchronous serial communication, and this is synchronous serial communication. Now, what we have understand right now, communication, two types, parallel serial again divided into asynchronous and synchronous, right? Again, in asynchronous, which types of protocols or cables or ports are used? Please see over here. The famous cable or cord is used, or the port is used. That is RS-232. RS-232. It's a 9-pin, and nowadays it is available in 25 pins. RS-232. All of you have might have seen that cable RS-232, the 9-pin, the data cord that we connect to our CPU, central processing unit, from our monitor to CPU. That cord is RS-232, and this RS-232 is a serial communication protocol or standard. It is a 9-pin cable, or it is a 9-pin connector through sender sends the data serially to receiver end. It is a 9-pin and 20-pin RS-232. Then second, RS-422 or RS-485. RS-485. These are the three different standards are available. Cables are available. Cords are available. Through we send the data serially from one location to another location. For RS-232, 9 pins connector is there. For RS-422, 32 pins connector. RS-485 again 32 pins connector is there. If I ask to you what is meant by RS over here used, RS is nothing but recommended standard. The word RS represents, or the full form of RS is recommended standards. Means this 232 9-pin cable with connector is a recommended standard of asynchronous serial communication, right? And the same for RS-422, RS-485. What is the difference between RS-232, RS-422, RS-485? That we will see after few minutes. Okay, but understand these are the different protocols, ports, cables are used, and this is all known as asynchronous serial communication. Then synchronous serial communication. Which are the protocols used in synchronous serial communication? Number one, I2C, inter-integrated circuit. Inter-integrated circuit. These protocols are now popular protocol for serial synchronous communication and worldwide used by the users and the technocrats and the clients for domestic purpose also and for commercial purpose also. Number second, SPI. SPI, that is serial peripheral interfaces. Serial peripheral interfaces, inter-integrated circuit. That's why 2 is used over here. To represent there are 2 I integrated. That's why 2 is used over here. I2C is the protocol which is synchronous serial communication protocol. Then serial peripheral interface is the protocol is used. Then the CAN protocol is used. We have seen this I2C, CAN, USB day before yesterday, right? But we have not seen day before yesterday. These are the types of synchronous serial communication, alright? So now we are looking types of serial communication. That's why we are seeing which are the types of serial communication. Under the synchronous serial communication, we are seeing here are different protocols used. I2C, SPI, that is CAN, then USB, micro wire. Okay, now we will see the difference between this RS-232, 422, and 485, as well as the difference between I2C, SPI, CAN, USB, and micro wire. What exactly these are and how these protocols are different from each other with respect to its properties, right? Then one more thing, please understand over here, UART, which the full form of this UART is Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. It is a one kind of chip which is used in the communication purpose, serial communication purpose. It converts the analog data into digital data when we are transmitting our data by using serial communication protocol from different devices. It converts that analog data into digital data at sender side, and this UART plays the role in different manner at receiver end. It converts that digital data into analog data. This UART is nothing but it is a one kind of chip, universal asynchronous receiver and transmitter. From the receiver end, from transmitter end, it transmits the data, and from receiver end, it accepts the data and convert it, which is applicable for its execution. So UART, understand, it is chip which is used to convert the format of the data at receiver end also and transmitter end also. Let's see the difference between this asynchronous serial communication and synchronous serial communication. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, can you see this? Can you see this? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Samruddh is there, na? Right. Okay, very good, Samruddh. This is the difference which is telling about the information about RS-232, RS-422, RS-485. Okay, what is this? This is asynchronous serial communication standards. RS represents recommended standards. RS represents recommended standards. First difference, that is communication type. RS-230 is single-ended. RS-422 is single-ended and multi-drop, and RS-485 is multi-drop. What it means single-ended? Means we can only connect only one device through this port or this cable. The same thing is with RS-422, single-ended and multi-drop. What it means? Multi-drop means we can, there is only one cable, there is only one port we can connect through this RS-422, but we can connect different devices also, multi-drop. And here it is not a single-ended, as well as a number of devices we can connect through this RS485 asynchronous serial communication protocol port or device, right? RS485. Have you understand the meaning? Only one is we can connect, only one line is there, and through that only one line we can connect different devices, and here there are multiple lines and we can connect multiple devices. Though I am saying multiple devices, but there is limitations to connect the devices through this 422 and 485. The standards are used for what? For the communication, for the transmission of the data I am talking. Then communication mode, it's a full duplex, half duplex, RS422, and RS485 full duplex, half duplex. What is meant by full duplex? Full duplex means we can transmit the data and we can receive the data at a time. 422 playing a double role, and 485 also playing a double role. This it can send the data and receive the data at a time also, and half duplex means it can do the activity simultaneously also. Then number of devices, here one transmitter, one receiver, here one transmitter, 10 receiver. This thing is related to this difference, right? But 32 transmitter and 32 receiver, this thing is related to this difference, right? Means in RS32 only one transmitter and only one receiver. In RS422 one transmitter and 10 receiver. RS485 32 transmitter and 32 receivers. Now that's why RS485 standard is now popular. Maximum distance for 50 feet, the speed is 19.2 kbps. Please see the speed. Please see the speed. Maximum data rate 10 Mbps for RS485, 10 Mbps for RS. These are the differences of RS232, RS422, RS485. Please see the difference. I have tried to explain most of them. The remaining, please focus it on the remaining one. I have to move towards the next differences, that is the synchronous serial communication protocols and their differences. Okay, what is this? This is a synchronous serial communication protocols, and these are the different characteristics of these protocols that we have seen. Please see it. Okay, then the next, where it is, I think it is not get pasted over here because of the electricity problem. I am going to search it whether it is present or not. Okay, students, this is sufficient for our today's lecture. I will start with that point. Which one? This one, I2C, SPI, CAN, USB and microwave, alright, of synchronous serial communication. Thank you for today's